the Ezreal ban. As expected, I think that is going to be incredibly important, but the Fiora and Irelia bans, we'll see if SKT wants to stick with those. Expession is going to be thinking twice about taking that Trundle, although it is, as a flex pick, a little bit more wiggle room with it on the red side if they decide to take it early. We've seen a couple interesting Trundle counter picks. One of them, of course, is the Gnar, and then the other one has been Smeb on the Rumble.
Yeah. The Vlad would be the ban. Coco did have some pretty good flanks in game number 1. And SKT basically saying, hey, we don't want to first pick that Vlad, so it's off the table.
Yeah, and without the Ezreal there, it becomes a bigger risk to play against the Vladimir, because many other AD carries he's going to be able to more efficiently get on top of the Behemoth Plague and start doing ridiculous amounts of damage to. But that leaves the Karma up in this draft, which also means that it will be first picked by SK Telecom.
Yep. So could go to Wolf, could very likely go to Faker.
Yeah, they were one of the teams that was leading the charge in first pick Karmas. They realized the priority of that pick well before many other teams. Also, the danger of giving it over to red side is an excellent counter pick, or flex pick rather. Irelia up this time. Expession flashing the Jax. You know he wants to go back to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of AD carries out there right now that want to put their hands on the Jax again, but it's going to be the Irelia this time anyway.
Somebody said in an interview that he wants to play Jax, but his team won't let him.
I think that's probably going around a lot too. So Irelia Elise pickups from Longzhu.
So Duke, do you have the Renekton? That's the big question.
Yeah.
We know you have the Gnar now. I think he probably does too.
Well, Duke used to be known as a player called Leopard, and Leopard was known for his Renekton, so
Indeed
yeah,
he was.
He's definitely got the skills.
Back on the KT Bullets, he was known for his Ryze and Renekton pickups, but doesn't mean that he is caught up, brushed up on that pick recently, although I will say that Renekton is not mechanically the most demanding champion in League of Legends, so probably he could just pick it up even without practicing it.
Yeah. You slice and you dice, and that's about it. So Gragas locked in for Blank.
Yeah, Shen, which was such a high priority pick in our last best of 3, now selected here by Duke, and oh, that's a lot of movement speed already, and it could even be worse if the Sivir is picked up by SK Telecom.
Yeah, well, they loved that Karma Sivir combo for a lot of their early games this season.
Still definitely an option. I don't think this is going to be a mid lane Karma, because otherwise they'd be pretty low in terms of damage in the late game with a Gragas in the jungle and a Shen in the top lane. Probably going for support. But Faker's going to have to blind pick something. The Sivir will be taken away. Yeah, I think you just have to take it at this point.
Faker could probably pick up the Victor, I suppose.
Victor would be just fine with this composition. LeBlanc also, you've got a lot of pick potential with Shen and the speed from the Karma, as well as the Gragas isolating targets for you.
Yep. And so will be Braum Sivir. I suppose the Zyra is an option if they do want to send that Karma in the mid lane, but like you said, that wouldn't leave SKT with a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Zyra would at least add damage from the support role, but they'd be pretty heavy on AP damage, and the late game, especially with late game, the late game's like non-existent with Karma and Lucian, especially if Bang builds the armor penetration, Black Cleaver Yomu's build. I would be concerned about SKT's ability to teamfight, which means that they would be really, really reliant on their use of teleport and ability to play aggressively with the Shen stand united in the early game.
Well, looks like it might end up being that. Okay, yeah, Wolf locking in the Nami, and there's the Lucian for Bang. So they will send that Karma to the mid lane after all. That's, I mean, again, it's like another big kite comp.
Yeah, it is. They have strong engage. They have strong engage with the Gragas. So there are more options for how they want to play this out. Tidal Wave also can be used as a pretty good engage tool. But Longzhu thinking now about what they want to send up against this Karma. Varus would be a pretty big risk here with the Gragas in the lineup. Considering he can be caught out. Victor, maybe a little bit of a better option.
Bring back the Jace. No, that'd give him triple AD, but you know, Coco's got it in there. More realistically,
Okay,
LeBlanc, yeah.
Okay, that's fine too. Basically just going for picks with the single target CC, Braum passive, Cocoon, Equilibrium Strike, and being able to dodge out of that Gragas ult and play around it is highly useful. So going for the big mobility pick here. On paper, I'm a bigger fan of Longzhu's composition just because I think that SKT has a narrow timing window to work with where their damage is going to be relevant, or Bang is going to have to play an Essence Reaver Lucian build instead, which he may do.
Certainly possible.
So that he has a bit more relevance in the late game. SKT, they're putting a lot of emphasis on the globals, and I like the fact that Coco's able to run the teleport on the LeBlanc in the mid lane. So at least they have more tools to match, and they're not down 1 TP and a Stand United, so they're just down to Stand United now.
Yeah.
Also no Rek'Sai in this game. Which,
that's kind of a rarity, isn't it?
Yeah, could have powered up this composition, actually. A little bit intrigued by the Gragas pick. If you're going to go for a bajillion global ultimates, might as well just stack the Rek'Sai in there, too.
Yep.
But we'll have to see what exactly SKT can do if this goes late, because they will have some severe damage issues.
That's right. Well, it's time to see if SK Telecom can bounce back from their recent slump. 2 match losses. Could pick up the 2-0 over Longzhu right here, though. Longzhu with a chance to tie things up and strengthen their season. Let's see who takes it. Time to get in the game. All right, and it's a Cloud Drake. Hooray. SKT versus Longzhu, game number 2.
SKT has not had the Drake luck in these games, Doa.
Not a whole lot, no.
That, even though they got the Infernal Drake, it was bad for their composition to have an Infernal Drake spawn first. And this time, when they would really love the snowball out of the early game, it's a Cloud Drake.
Yeah.
Fighting against the RNG right now in both of these games. Made it work in game number 1. Can they do it again right now? And
fan of Bang. There he is. That's Bang.
That is a Bang.
He has fans.
Many, in fact.
That's right. Nami.
He's laughing.
Or Wolf on the Nami, I should say.
With this pick of Karma, Faker. Faker now. It's really annoying. Faker now has picked Karma more than any other champion this season, so reprising his role as a more supportive mid laner after he picked Lulu more than any other champion in the spring. And it's been core this year to SK Telecom's compositions to have the speed boost, and Faker basically just buffing Bang.
Yeah.
And it's worked for them. They were one of the very first teams to effectively use the Karma mid. So not going back to the Lulu like they did as of late, showed that Lulu probably not in a great place right now to be played in the mid lane or anywhere really. Uh-oh, Wolf missed
well,
his
he got
double.
Wolf got the Wolf at least. If that makes sense. Run!
He's a murderer, killing his own kind.
That's right. Well, he's a sea wolf at the moment. Bang comes up for a bit more harassment, and they're going to seriously make this blue buff hard. In fact, Bang even takes the small Sentinel.
I mean, I don't even know why Chaser and Expession decided to go from Wolves to blue buff in the lane swap.
That was pretty risky.
You just walk into your red side jungle. Stop trying to do your blue. That's dumb. Instead, though, they will get this taken away now that Blank actually started at Raptors in this game.
So Blank could theoretically set up a triple buff.
Yeah,
for SKT.
He's probably not
Kinda
going to
tough.
walk into the blue buff at this point, but he is going to be pretty happy with a little bit of an advantage. And we do see Duke just joining up here, and a lane swap going to. We'll see if Longzhu will be able to take that first Drake as a result of having more people in that top side. Haven't seen turret HP yet, so not quite clear who's going to win this race. Looks like it's probably going to be SKT. Nope, it's not.
A little bit behind in the turret damage at the moment.
We have Lucian, who can take down those turrets pretty quickly. Early stages of the game, Coco playing conservatively underneath his tower, just trying to avoid the poke from the Karma.
Yeah, Faker definitely putting on the pressure early on. Very far up in lane, but you're pretty safe to do that, I suppose, during lane swap if you know where everybody is. Expession gonna get the gold for the top turret. Duke, of course, getting the one down at bottom.
Checking his auto attacks right there. Yeah. Animation canceling. Oh yeah.
Checking it out.
Normally you don't want to do that.
Nope. But if you're trying to get the minions killed off so your opponents get less experience, then
you could also just stand
nice
there and not try and be fancy. But
it's gotta do something. You know?
It's bored.
Yeah, that's right. Idle Shens are a dangerous thing.
Yeah, an idle Shen is the devil's playground.
That's right.
The devil's plaything, I should say.
The devil's play Shen.
All right, well, we are going to see the lane swap back, and Longzhu in their weak side jungle right now. Looks like they are going to be setting up a possible gank here on the red buff. Intriguing.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, Wolf seen by the ward though, and Expession.
They're pinging onto Blank, but he's not going to take the bait right now. And he will not, in fact, go for that red buff. They could be waiting there for a really long time.
Yeah.
Blank just went to take a scuttle crab. Now they're going to have to double back to the red buff. As they see 3 members on the top side turret. It would be fairly foolish for Blank to walk into that side of the jungle right now. Everybody is visible on his team.
Yep. So he's just going to go up to the top lane, help take out the turret.
That he will. But not too much time lost there, really, because Duke not really getting a whole lot of experience, but could hurt as Expession has to run back down, but he will get there in time to get the delightful solo turret gold. Just what every top laner wants, Doa.
Delightful. Delightful goal. Are we back to talking about Scrooge McDuck again?
I thought we were talking about regular Scrooge, sorry.
No. We can talk about gold, but Scrooge is the superior one.
I agree, Scrooge is the superior one.
Scrooge McDuck, that is.
Glad we could come to agreement on
hey,
that.
Man. I got played.
You got played by yourself.
I outplayed myself. Oh, well. Well, now I just know how Faker feels, you know, when he goes just a bit too aggressive once in a while.
Playing yourself.
Yep, usually you're the best, but once in a while, make those mistakes. Yeah, me and Faker.
Just go so far.
We have, similar issues, similar problems in that regard. I mean, me when I talk about Scrooge McDuck and him when he makes an amazing thing happens in League of Legends. So.
Wins.
Yeah,
wins all the time. Wins everything.
Yep. Duke flashy dashing away, but he's going to have to flash after the flashy dash. Uh-oh.
There was a flashy dash flash.
Yeah. Flashy dash into flash. Didn't want to give Longzhu the cash for first blood.
Still, nice little poke in. Quick summoner spell off the gank from Chaser, and it will give Expession some more time here just to farm up. Not too much going to be lost for Duke. He will have ample opportunity just to walk back into lane, but nice little lead developing for Expession.
Yeah. She had a hard time with last time. Play onto Coco here. Gonna flash out the chains.
Beautiful!
Yeah, no kidding. Faker stopped up at the last minute. Now Blank under turret, taking some hits, and first blood goes over to Chaser. Coco, talk about outplayed, man. Wow.
Well, first off, that flash on the end of that body slam was gorgeous from Blank, and they just couldn't quite seal up that kill, and then a little bit, perhaps too much of a commitment under the turret because Chaser was there to answer with a flash cocoon to turn it around. Fury and Pure now trying to get down this mid lane. Faker, got to be careful.
Yeah. A boomerang blade may have ended it.
Turn on to the Cloud Drake right now instead. And
Yeah,
that's a nice
Cloud
timing
Drake.
because Longzhu really had nowhere to go with their dual lane besides just to clear out that mid because it was so pushed deep into enemy territory.
Oh, calling on to Fury, and he will nearly die.
Whoa.
The spell shield at the last second.
He actually didn't have to use the spell shit to get hit by any more procs, but it was very close.
Ooh, boy.
Fury had just used that spell shield in the mid lane, so it looked like it was, he would have used that ordinarily right off the bat.
Yeah.
He was probably just slamming that key as it came off cooldown.
Wow. That's tough for Bang.
Really good culling, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he is going to be going for...
Blank. Oh, man, Blank going into the enemy jungle, getting caught again.
I don't know why you would be there. You have no pressure. Your
either.
top laner is at your tier 2.
Yeah.
And you don't know where anybody is. Get some wards down, but that's the second time in 2 games he's traded his life for a few wards. Already 0-2 this game. We talked about Blank's performance this season compared statistically to Bengi's. It is pretty bad.
Yep. SKT having some issues in the early game here in game 2. And you probably don't want to get that LeBlanc rolling.
I'd say that's probably a safe bet, though.
But they are.
I think most people don't want to get LeBlancs rolling. That is generally considered in League of Legends
Well,
a bad idea.
in my history of watching this game, it seems like people like to do that pretty often.
Also, especially bad when you need your early game to go smoothly
Yeah.
to win. Take a look. Okay, well, Blank is wandering off on his own. He has no idea where the jungler is on the enemy team, no idea where Chaser is, and Coco, there's no pressure in the mid lane, so Coco just easily goes over. I mean, what do you say about that? You play around pressure as a jungler. That's what you do. You get no pressure, you get no business being in that side of the jungle, and he gets punished.
Yep, pretty clean-cut mistake, and you got to think, you know, if Bengi had been in this game, that probably would not have happened. Chaser coming in, they're going to try to make a play onto Duke here, teleport, bringing Faker in. Duke's so low already, though, and can they make it? No, not able to. Faker and Blank just deciding to stay in the mid lane.
Yeah, cancel TP there, no opportunity. Blank just going to try and get some damage down onto the turret instead. Overextension in the top lane from Duke, instantly punished, and that's what you do against Shen. People sometimes, after you haven't seen a champion in the meta for a while, forget to play around him. The easiest way to deal with Shen is just to make sure that he doesn't have chances to stand united, so you go and kill him, you gank him.
He can't stand united himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You teleport to yourself, it means you're basically just standing still, not doing anything.
There's also nothing united about it.
Yeah.
It's just called standing, Noah. Just stand.
It's called standing in the place where you live. Yep.
But again, and this Irelia starting to get a little bit scary. Apparently they didn't feel like running a Trundle or a Renekton. And Faker now trying to get the 1v1 kill.
Yeah, flashes in onto Coco. Coco very low. Oh, and Faker can't quite pick it up.
Flash for that too.
Yeah, he did. And one begins to wonder, where is that methodical,
All right, Bang
well-played
Wolf, though.
SKT team
Here we go.
Game 1. Tauntaun to Expession. The culling popped immediately. Expession goes back in, gets exhausted as he tries to get a bit more health. And there's the Aqua Bristle from Wolf, going to set up SK Telecom's first kill of the game. That one's going to go over to Duke. But one still wonders, where is that super clean, methodical SKT that we saw in Game 1?
Yeah, this one is a bit different though. Last game it was more of a patience thing where they were waiting to outscale. This game they're going to have to be more active if they want to take home a victory, and Coco already quite scary. Expession does overextend in the lane. They had no idea where Bang and Wolf were. And the setup there, good for SKT. They only have to use that exhaust. But very nice gank.
Uh-oh, Bang. Oh boy, Chaser and Pure waiting for him, checks the brush. I don't think he saw
didn't
anything
see
though. Bang tries to body slam away, gets caught with the cocoon, but Longzhu just not close enough to capitalize on that.
Yeah, didn't quite have the Sivir there yet. They had their suspicions.
Yep.
And Blank was not convinced by the Ardent Blaze in that brush check. So actually does have his finger on the body slam and escapes, even though he did get hit by the cocoon. Stun registers at the end of the dash. And he is able to get out in spite of the use of the Sivir ultimate. But Expession
Coco's coming up to try to collapse onto Duke because Expession does some damage. There's a flash. Coco coming in. Can he land the chains? Doesn't even necessarily need to. He's got enough damage anyway. Coco with another kill, and this LeBlanc is suddenly 3-0-1.
Thought it was safe because of what had happened on the bottom side of the map where there were 3 people revealed. So he thought it was safe just to keep pushing up, but again, no pressure in the mid lane. So, and he also had no wards, means that the LeBlanc takes a little bit of a trip. The Cloud Drake will be the response for SKT, but not much of a reward, a pittance, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like getting the participation ribbon at a track meet. You might have run the race, but you finished last. That's what getting the Cloud Drake is like.
Participation means you finished last.
Yeah.
They have trophies for everything, every other position, but just last place is the participation ribbon. That's rough, man.
Pretty much, yeah. Just get the one that says participation on it. Not that I've ever gotten one of those, but you know, I've seen them. Seen other people get them.
You were always first place in the track meet, right, Doa?
That's right. Of course. Where else would I be?
Not at a track meet, I would assume.
Well, I didn't do a whole lot of them. You know, I came.
But I won them all.
I came, I saw, I conquered, and I was like, well, that's it for me in track meets. I've beaten this game. Then it was on to bigger fish.
The video games.
That's right. Where there are a lot more participation ribbons, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, it's called the LCS.
Or achievements. I see. Yeah. You get to Worlds. You participated at Worlds. Good job. Way to be. Baker really wants to kill off Coco.
Thanks for setting me up for that one, Doa.
You're welcome. I got your back. Sorry, NA. Blank onto Chaser. Gets the repel out of the body slam. Oh, Blank misses the explosive cast, though. Went for it. Teleport coming in for Longzhu now. They're going to try to turn this one. Blank having to flash away. And Wolf on the run. Everybody having to get out of there. Wolf gets exhausted. Maybe they can pick up the kill here. They will. Coco able to land the chains, and Fury getting the final blow.
Faker actually canceling his teleport one more time. They're assuming that everybody had gotten out, but with a number of summoner spells that Longzhu had available, Pure with a flash Q connects and at least takes 1 kill.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to get probably too much out of this. Faker going to steal. Nope, doesn't steal it away. Coco actually got it.
Pretty close.
They'll turn it into a turret, so another TP cancel from Faker. Longzhu commits to one side of the map, and they are rewarded for it.
They could collapse on the Faker. Wow, if that cocoon had hit, man. Bang very low. Meanwhile, Expession going to get taken up by Duke. Faker zoning Pure away, going to dodge the Braum ultimate. Nice move by Faker to anticipate that one. Using the speed from the shield, I believe.
But here's Duke.
Yep, Duke coming in from behind with that teleport. They lock up Fury, and that's going to be possibly another kill for SK Telecom. No, Chaser and Coco coming back to save their AD carry.
Yeah, nice play there from Faker. They do get one. Wolf will grab it with the bubble. So a little bit of punishment there from SK Telecom, but they still find themselves in a 3,000 gold hole.
Whoa,
and
Coco!
Faker,
Gotta be careful there.
Has a shield. He's fine. He also has Merc Treads, so and the Athenes, so he's got some form of magic resist. Also, Coco went for the Morello Nomicon first, and still doesn't have his Abyssal Scepter, so he's not. Now he does, though.
Yeah. All right, let's watch that again. Kind of a crazy chain of events.
Yeah, and they don't respect the fact that the Duke still has his teleport up. So nice bubble there to start things off, and then Faker does some great skill shot dodging.
Look at that.
Pure, using the
Cloud
speed
Drake.
boost. No.
Cloud Drake right there. Praise Cloud Drake. He dodged the Braum ult.
He dodged it with his speed.
With his Cloud Drake.
He was in combat, so
right.
no. Cloud Drake, okay. It's all the Cloud Drake, I agree.
You're right. I thought so.
SKT wins because of Cloud Drake.
Best puff in the game. If they do, I'm just saying. Wolf being bloodthirsty. That's his kill. He earned it.
Faker did actually all the work there.
Yeah.
So he didn't earn it.
Except for the very end. Faker abandoned that kill.
He's trying to get 2 kills instead.
And how many did he get, Monty?
Well, they were going to get that one anyway, so.
But he got 0. 0 kills. Less than the support, who has 1.
Now, though, this is going to become a bit of an issue with the Abyssal Scepter. Bang's going to have to be very safe You can see right there, Coco is just lurking, seeing if he's going to be able to pop somebody.
He might.
From over the wall.
Chaser looking for that cocoon. You know, at the beginning of that last fight, there was a cocoon that like nearly hit Faker. Cloud Drake saved him there too.
Poke damage. Coco, they just really want this mid lane. They can't do much of anything else right now. They have no vision in the enemy jungle, so pushing past the river, scary for them. Duke also, something to be concerned about. So I think they're just going to fall back to the Rift Herald. Any aggression could be punished by a Gragas ult, sending them flying underneath the mid lane turret, followed up by a Stand United.
Sure, might as well take a guaranteed objective, even if it is just the Rift Herald.
Okay. Expession
There's something.
has a healthy lead, in spite of his couple deaths.
Oh, wow, the Rift Herald resets. Whoops.
What the hell?
That was odd.
That was really odd.
Huh. Oh, look at this. It was kind of sort of resetting again there.
Freaking out.
He didn't want to die. He was like, I'm so close to just leaving the rift and escaping. No.
He was close.
Not close enough.
That actually might have reset right at the 19-minute mark.
Oh, I wonder.
Interesting. Okay.
Did it
I'll
level up or something maybe?
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that again. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
The ways of the Rift Herald are mysterious. That's for sure.
No one really knows. No one's ever bothered to explore and investigate it because it hasn't mattered.
Sure. Maybe somebody has. Somewhere.
Probably not the best use of time.
Somewhere somebody just loves the Rift Herald. They've got like a Rift Herald shirt, Rift Herald posters on the wall.
You think that's possible? They just
Yeah.
make their own poster, printed out their own t-shirt?
I think there's 6 billion people on this earth, Monte Cristo, and somebody out there loves the Rift Herald.
That much, though? All right, well, they can show us pictures on Twitter if that's true.
I'm sure they're on Twitter.
All right. Well, setting up for this Ocean Drake now.
Yeah.
SKT could really use an Infernal Drake. That would be a massive help to them.
Okay.
He's shooting out some webs right there.
Yeah. Cloud Drake. Help dodge. Yep. Another instance of the strength of the Cloud Drake.
Yeah, Cocoon was really close.
Yep. Oh, flank. Got hit. But he got the body slam off just in time because of his Cloud Drake buff.
It's just a patience game for Longzhu. Keep the mid lane turret up, allow the Irelia split push to keep going as long as you can. Expession taking off with that CS advantage up to about 40 now. And SKT wants this Ocean Drake if they can.
They should be able to get it.
Yeah, they should not be contested by Longzhu. They have no reason to.
Yeah.
Again, the late game is going to be quite potent for Longzhu. They don't need to overcommit right now to an Ocean Drake of all things, which is not going to be, I think, that helpful with SK Telecom's composition.
Yeah. Oh, Coco going in for a bit of damage. I suppose if it's like a Infernal Drake, then maybe a fight it, but not an Ocean Drake.
Yeah, that would definitely be worth fighting for.
Meanwhile, Duke just farming away. He's behind Expession by quite a bit, though. Gold, anyway. Oh, Coco. Whoa! Nearly lights up Wolf. Just like that. And we're kind of having flashbacks of LeBlanc of old, you know? They do take out the mid lane turret, but
LeBlanc versus supports Nami, Zyra.
Yeah.
Zyra, the most explodable of supports.
Really. Faker knows all about that one. It's Ari to just one-shot every Zyra.
Well, Coco has 100% kill contribution this game. He has been doing work. May not have maximized his CS, may have been poked out of lane, maybe has been roaming quite a bit, but it's resulted in a wealth of kills for Longzhu and a healthy gold lead, 3,000. Probably feeling pretty good right now.
As time goes on, though, the gold lead mattering less and less if it stays at this 3,000. But Longzhu's still very strong in late game anyway. So
yeah, that's the big issue that you've got to consider here is how is SK Telecom actually going to deal damage to Longzhu? Sure, they don't have the tankiest composition. Chaser is starting to get there, though Spectre's Cowl and Giant's Belt, but it's going to be some time before he has armor, which is when he's going to need to handle Bang.
SKT really does need an Infernal Drake, but they're not going to get it. It's going to be an Ocean Drake next.
Well, there's still time, though. Maybe they will. Maybe they will get one. There is
They're
going
not
to be.
Get it this time.
No, they're not going to get it this time, and there will be a small window after the Drake spawns to take it and still have another Drake spawn before Elder Dragon. But if it goes past that 29-minute mark, they're not going to have that chance anymore.
Yeah.
But it's only going to be, what, a minute or so. If that Dragon's left up longer than that, then we will not see another Elemental Drake in this game.
Oh, Cloud Drake helped him dodge that.
You just keep trying,
so
though.
Close.
You just keep trying.
You say it enough, it's true. I've been learning from politics.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
They call that Donald Trumping.
You can't even say U.S. politics anymore. Longzhu pushing down the bot lane. And Faker on his own is not going to be able to protect this turret. Meanwhile, Expession jumping onto Duke may have the 1v1 here. He's chasing. Duke flashes. Expession, he's going to follow, going after it. Duke tries to pull his sword to him, but there's the Transcendent Blades. Expession needs like one more. Wait for it, he gets it. Blade Surge finishes it off, and Expession wins that 1v1.
Yeah, and Faker also with the TP cancel again. Just hasn't been there. It may have been canceled by a member of Longzhu. We'll have to go back and check that. But
oh, Bang in a little bit of trouble. Coco goes in. Braum ultimate dodge, though. Bang turns it around. Praise Cloud Drake.
Praise Cloud Drake. Is that your new thing?
Hashtag praise Cloud Drake. There you go. Help you dodge the skill shots. Helps you land the skill shots.
Helps you bait the Baron.
Uh-oh. Come, Blank. It's safe in the Baron pit. Oh, no!
It was a lie.
Cloud Drake. He gets out. Stand United comes in, though, looking for that taunt into Expession as he comes in onto Bang. Expession gets hit with the Aqua Prison, gets blown up.
Yeah, great turnaround.
Yeah.
Right as Duke came back up. They committed to that play. They saw how much of it he used onto Blank to try and secure that. And Expession wisely decides just to sacrifice himself instead of taking his whole team, dashing back in and forcing that play to occur. And now SK Telecom roaring back just a little bit. They're going to basically nullify the gold lead right now at 25 minutes.
Yeah, they do take out the tier 2 turret. Whoa, flash body slam onto Pure. There's the explosive cast. SKT going in. Get another kill. Tidal wave as they disengage. And I think they'll be happy with that.
And this is where they had to strike. Before it gets to that super late game, before they get picked off, Longzhu tries to set a trap, but it is just sprung on them instead. Hoisted by their own petard, Doa.
You love that phrase.
It's a great phrase.
Yeah. Oh, Blank. Dodging the chains from Coco. I wonder how he did it. What's his secret? I think it's a Cloud Drake bump. I can't say it with a straight face. I'm sorry.
It was the Cloud Drake that time, Doa.
It's good.
One of these times it actually is going to be the Cloud Drake, and you'll be right.
I knew you'd come around. Hey, if it's a very close dodge, it's definitely the Cloud Drake.
Waiting for another pick right now as the time ticks down to the arrival of the
Ocean Drake.
Ocean Drake.
Expession again with his far superior magical sword to Shen's. Shen's sword just kind of hangs out.
Yeah, point down always.
Yeah.
It's a safety sword.
Comes over and is like, hey, what's up, Shen? Oh, bye.
Do you think the ghost sword talks to him?
Maybe.
Do you think the ghost sword has a name?
I don't know. Probably not.
Blunty?
The Blunty? That's right. Blunty. That's a great name for Shen sword. We're just with that. Shen and Blunty. Longzhu's gonna get this Ocean Drake. It's kind of like Quinn and Valor, only much less exciting. Oh, Infernal Drake next, though.
That one is the one you want to fight over. And
yes.
They do get it there about a minute and a half before that wouldn't have been possible any longer. Duke now on the split push again. LeBlanc's going to be the one there in lane to potentially answer. Lots of wards for Duke.
That Infernal Drake is definitely a big deal for SKT.
Absolutely.
They can get that. They can mitigate a little bit of Longzhu's late game power.
Yeah, I like the pickup of Bang. Hex Drinker acquired so that he is less vulnerable to this Fed LeBlanc's burst, although the Vamp Scepter coming through soon.
Yeah, wants to try to be Coco proof.
Also the Locket, so Wolf grabbing that item, definitely a boon. Blank just building tanky though, and so is Duke. Again, the damage limited. Faker does have the death cap, and it will have the Vamp Scepter soon, so Karma's damage is not inconsequential, but compared to Sivir and LeBlanc in the late game, plus the Irelia.
Oh, going in. There's a taunt onto Expession. Faker completes the teleport this time. Can they get the kill? Expession trying to Blade Surge his way out of the skill shots. Looking okay for the moment. Coco coming down. He's a long way away, though. And Expession gets out. Yeah.
Had that equilibrium strike, gets the stun out, and then plays around that minion wave just to escape.
Oh, Cocoon onto Blank, though. Manages to make it out. Teleport coming in for Longzhu. There's the tidal wave for the disengage. SKT okay. Bang comes in with the Yomus.
Yeah, they have to back out, though. Stand United still up. Re-engaging, not really an option. And Longzhu really needs to stop committing when they catch Blank out with the Cocoon, because he has been great in this series about just dodging out so the Cocoon hits him, but it hits him, it stuns him at the end of the dash, and they haven't converted that into a kill. So Blank has been on point with his reflexes, and that means a lot when it comes to finishing off some of these kills. Blank also just so damn tanky right now.
Yeah.
But he's playing the vision game really well.
Dodging the barrel.
Still want to get these picks, but not a lot of options.
Oh, there's a option as Wolf sticks around with that ward, but
you can see they're not even interested in going for Blank right there. He just pops in, gets the slow off with the barrel roll. And
he's in a turret, or in a ward rather, and he may be in trouble now. Gonna get probably stunned. Yeah, Blade Surge brings Expession in. Wolf there though for the ebb and flow.
Yeah, still no information about the other members of SKT on the map, and the threat of the Stand United is still there. So not going to all in, but they will have a chance to get some more wards down around the Baron pit, but they don't have any paints in inventory right now. Love the itemization from Expession. He knows that Trinity Force is all he's going to need and starts to build defensively thereafter. Frozen Heart and the Spirit Visage really going to help out in some of these team fights, because he only has to occupy Bang. As long as he can just occupy Bang's time, that's the most important thing for him to do.
Hashtag Occupy Bang.
Occupy Bang Street.
Yep. Occupy Bang's time. Cocoon onto Faker. Could be in trouble here. Here's the rest of SK Telecom. Faker healed up right away by Wolf. Fury with the damage though. And Expession threatening to come in from behind, but not quite finding the angle they were looking for.
Yeah, they have to send Coco to clean out the bottom wave too, because he is the only one with teleport, and they are concerned about an attempted Baron here, even though it would be very slow Baron from SK Telecom. Phantom Dancer now done for Bang, so that attack speed is really through the roof. He will be stacking that Black Cleaver super fast. But unfortunately for him, there's no one else on his team to take advantage of the armor shred.
That's a good point. Well, at least he's going to have it. A fight over the blue buff now is Dragon in about 2 minutes. That Infernal Drake, quite a big deal. They've got the Rift Scuttler now, too.
Bang has solo carried in these kind of games before, and that's...
Faker? Oh, Stand United coming in. Blank right there. There's the tidal wave. Wolf trying to help SKT disengage, and now Bang going crazy on that Lucian, getting a lot of damage on Expession, trying to come back into the fight, but Bang is right there getting the kill. Bang is really going off. Flashes ahead, tries to make something happen, but here comes Coco from behind, trying to execute, can't quite do it. Big shield from Faker, saves Wolf's life, maybe saves Faker's life too.
Yeah, definitely saved Faker's life right there. Huge shield. You can see that all the AP from the death cap doing a lot of work in conjunction with the Athenes. So that is very good reflex there from Faker to get that off in the nick of time.
Split second decision.
He was aware that Coco was still lurking around for sure and was waiting for it, saving his mantra. Smart play. And Expession, man, Bang played that so well. Expession never even had a chance to get on top of Bang because Bang was just dancing out of range and messing with him, just poking him down on the side.
Yeah.
And as I was about to say, we've seen games where Bang on the Lucian is the only carry on the team, and other teams are not able to do this, but SK Telecom is so practiced with this composition.
Bang is also just so good.
That is also true.
Baron time. They're going to go for it. Now, yeah, backing off immediately. Longzhu knows what's up. They've got the ward in the pit. But SKT can threaten at least. And they've actually taken the gold lead back now.
Yes, they have. And they may have an answer here to the LeBlanc. They've got double shields. The Faker, of course, on the Karma with his shield, and then the Stand United also an advantage.
Locket on Wolf.
Yep.
Going to help out too. All right, the Infernal Drake is up. Bang pops the Yomus. They're going to go after Fury. The Braum is right there.
Bang is just going crazy on people.
Yes, he is.
But that's the confidence that you can play with if you know.
Whoa, explosive cask onto Coco. Could be in trouble. Passive pop. They're going to get it. Faker with the kill. And SKT, that is basically a free ticket to an Infernal Drake with Coco out of the way.
Wow, that is a huge pick.
Yeah.
And even though he was on the LeBlanc, his ultimate was down, so he couldn't get off another dash there to make it to safety. SKT, free Infernal Drake, and that is the ticket they need to be able to compete in the late game.
Huge moment for SKT in this game. Be able to pick up that extra damage from the Infernal Drake buff. And that combined with the Cloud Drake could be enough to put them over the edge.
Cloud Drake is really most of it, though.
I think so, yeah. Infernal Drake is nice. Cloud Drake, that's where it's at. By it, I mean wins.
Okay. SKT just gets a ward down, and then time to spend some of that money. Is Faker buying a Proto Belt?
Well, he's got the Hextech Revolver, so yeah, possibly.
Interesting.
No, I mean, Karma lacks mobility.
I'm pretty sure that's what everybody says. Really not enough mobility on Karma.
There you go, yeah. You know, if there's a champion that I think, not a very mobile champion, Karma definitely top of the list.
He was buying a Proto Belt. Oh boy, Proto Belt Karma. Let's see it.
Get another dash. That was awesome.
I love wave clearing.
Bang loves to cull.
Well, this Irelia advantage not really doing much. Expession with a solo kill, his only kill of the game.
Yep.
Otherwise, he's been caught out a little bit or just handled in the team fights.
A Blunty giving Duke the dodge he needs.
Good
go
old
toe-to-toe
Blunty.
Yep.
Blunty the sword.
Shen's Spectral Sword, otherwise known as Blunty. Come here, Blunty.
You know, I'm from Colorado, and Blunty could mean something else
I
in
know.
my home state. But
Hey.
we're referring to the sharpness of the sword.
That's right. You can't smoke a sword.
We can't smoke anything in League of Legends, though.
That's true. You can drink. Can't smoke, though. You have an ability literally called Drunken Rage. No cigars allowed.
Condoning violence while in alcohol.
Yeah.
Thanks, Riot.
Alcohol-related violence is A-okay.
Enjoying a lovely cigar, absolutely not.
I feel like if somebody made a soundboard of some of the things we said out of context, that could be pretty awkward. Oh, flash body slam onto Chaser, tries to flash away, gets out of the explosive cast, but he's still slowed down. Bang doing some damage to Expession, serious damage. Ooh boy, here comes Pure from behind, looking for that Braum ultimate maybe. Coco is there as well. SKT though. Unperturbed, Faker pops the shield right as Coco comes in actually. Good timing there.
Yeah, just pushing on forward, getting the poke out that they need to return back to the Baron right now.
Oh, Wolf. Faker flashes. Wow, the Faker Coco rivalry is real in this game. It's
going back and forth, attempting to punish him after the exhaust was dropped. Thought he might have a little bit more time to get some return damage, but Coco's still playing LeBlanc, and that is tricky.
Towards the Baron, but it's safe. Oh, there we go. Nice flash taunt onto Chaser, onto Fiora. That's 2 kills for SKT, and this may be it. Expession TP's in, but that's a double kill for Bang already. He's looking for more. Flashing into the base is Expession. Fury still relatively untouched this fight. You can't get out, Bang. You gotta, okay, you can't get
waiting
out.
for his dash. Didn't have any summoner spells left. Really going all in, but you can see that Bang is having some trouble actually killing the Irelia at this point in the game.
Yeah, but if you kill everybody else, it doesn't really matter.
That is true, though. If you kill everybody else, it doesn't matter.
There you go. So that's going to be a Baron for SK Telecom. Fury and Expession can try to poke this one out, but I think it's a bit too dangerous. They're going for it. SKT's just going to get it. It's a big moment. Another one. SK Telecom.
They really fought back in this game.
Yeah, going from about, what was it, 3,000 to 5,000 down at one point to now getting that 5,000 goal lead for themselves.
Double taunt, just beautiful. And then the follow-up to the crowd control chain, bubble, tidal wave, not going to be getting out of that one. Coco just tries to kill Wolf is to get something at the end because he knows he's going to fall. But this is what we're talking about with that composition. Even with the Infernal Drake, a lot of free autos Bang had onto Expession and only did a little bit less than 50% of his health bar. That was my concern in the late game, but looks like they've got definitely enough of a lead. And Expession just can't get back onto Bang in these team fights thanks to the Karma protection and the Nami protection.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, yeah, Expession is impossible to kill, but
Baker's like,
Coco
I
can't kill
don't
him either.
actually want to walk there, do I?
Yeah.
The answer's no. Blank's like, I'll do it.
Have a barrel. Oh, it didn't go in the bush.
It didn't see him. It didn't see him.
No! Blank, no! Come back to die again.
Try Baker's here with the shields.
Braum for that. Actually, yeah, Wolf comes through with the tidal wave. They actually save Blank. Expession on the run. Duke in the middle of the Longzhu team right now. There goes Expession. Now 5v1, they can kill him. They can put the damage on. Focus fire, if you will. Fury has like no health. Duke going for it. He can settle for Pure though.
Slowly.
He's got a flash.
Kill him eventually.
Get away. Oh, there we go. Dodges
nice
the top.
job.
Slows him down the cubit. Here comes Bang.
Bang is not going to make it around
There
the time.
goes Bang.
Besides, hey, maybe middle inhibitor is a little bit more important with this Baron buff. Nice attempt there by Longzhu, but the shields coming in from SK Telecom way too big, even though they do pop the GA.
Yeah. All right, and now they can just back off and go for the Elder Dragon.
That's they can.
As Faker farms. No TP, couldn't really be part of anything going on in the mid lane, but with Expession out of the way, they can do that 4-man push, I suppose.
Yeah, perfectly safe for them to reverse these waves so that they have something to work with in the bottom side once they're finished with the Elder Dragon. Wolf has Ardent Sensor.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage on the Bang.
Yeah, that is actually a very interesting pickup. But
oh.
we've actually seen Faker build it on mid lane Karma before.
Yeah, that's true.
I was actually wondering why he was healing for so much.
Bang just tearing through Chaser with the culling like a lawnmower. There goes Pure through the exhaust. Coco over the wall. Explosive cast negated by Coco. Oh, gets hit by the very end of the tidal wave. That could be bad. Double kill for Bang. And SKT, they may be ready to end this one right here, right now.
Yeah, they're pushing in. They certainly have the opportunity to do it. No more Coco. The shields, too much for him to get through towards the later stages of this game. And damn, Bang just buffed so much. And his attack speed must be ridiculous right now. Phantom Dancer, the Ardent Sensor, just crazy.
That is it. Nexus turrets out of the way. Bang and the rest of SK Telecom showing that they are not going to end this round in a weak fashion. GG. That's a 2-0 victory over Longzhu.
Yeah, well, that is one way to do things, Doa.
It is.
Black Cleaver Youmuu's Phantom Dancer with an Ardent Sensor and Infernal Drake apparently makes this Lucian build a whole lot better in the late game.
Yeah.
Bang also doing Bang things and being so comfortable playing around this style of composition because SKT has done it many, many, many times before.
I was going to say, don't expect any other team to give this a shot later, or at least if they do, you don't expect a lot, because really SKT are the only ones that can make this work.
Yeah, that is, I think, a true statement. It's very hard for other teams to play that well around an AD carry, but they've just transitioned the Lulu pick that they used to use over to the Karma pick, functionally very similar with the speed boost and the shield to help out Bang, and it was played masterfully, and look at that damage.
Yep, well, what do you expect? Lucian really putting out the DPS.
But you can really see what I was concerned about, considering that, you know, we do see LeBlanc, Sivir, and Irelia doing more damage than their counterparts.
Yeah.
Or